If you've ever juggled deadlines, coordinated people, or solved problems under pressure, guess what? You're a project manager. In this video, I'm breaking down how to manage projects as a pro, even if you're brand new to the world of project management. This video's for you. If you want to move like a seasoned project manager or PM, start with clarity, not chaos. This looks like defining your scope, setting expectations, and aligning your project goals. So how do you define scope? Defining scope begins with the end in mind. You have to know what you're going to implement at the end. Is that planting a garden? Is that creating a website? Is that setting up a new nonprofit? Is it executing an event? What is the end goal? Is it to make money? Is it to get notoriety? You have to understand the scope of work of your project. Okay, let's use the example of a movie. Did you know that they always film the final scene first? Talk about the end in mind. The next one is setting expectations. I love when leadership comes to me and say, you know what, Tamara, we want to implement this project by the end of the year. So as we're recording this video, it is June of 2025. The first question I'm always going to ask in, what year, what end of the year? You mean 2026, 2027? You have to understand that the expectations are clear so that you can effectively execute them. And this is how you ultimately align your business goals. And you can also use simple project management tools to manage this. Monday, Asana. Guess what? On multi-million-dollar projects that I work on, we still use Excel. This allows you to visualize outcomes. When it comes to scope, you can assume nothing. You have to make sure that everybody's on the same page. So remember the example I used when a leadership says, you know what, this project is $10 million and we need to complete it by the end of the year. You want to make sure that leadership knows we are in the summertime. Some industries are not working or have a scaled back staff. Then we have back to school. And guess what? Christmas and Thanksgiving and those holidays. So when you have leadership understand what is coming up ahead of them, you help them make an informed decision. And guess what? That is project management at its finest. The next way to lead a project like a pro is to delegate. And y'all, I used to have so much problem with delegation. Little known fact, I've never gotten called in the office, well, maybe once or twice, but it was because I wasn't delegating. A lot of people think that project management is doing everything yourself, and that couldn't be further from the truth. So a key skill in project management is delegating to other subject matter experts that can do the work better than you. And all you have to do is follow up on those tasks to make sure those tasks are implemented in a timely fashion. So, little known fact, I'm not the smartest one in the room, but you would know that because I have a team that I delegate to. So in project management, we don't just assign tasks, we assign ownership. So if it's sales and marketing, you want to assign those tasks. If it's engineering, you want the engineer to do the work. You don't want Tamara to do it. If it's in healthcare, you definitely want the expert. In education, if curriculum is not your jam, please give that to a third-party vendor or a subject matter expert so that you can work in your zone of genius. The best kept secret is project management. Yes, we get shit done, but we know we have a championship team to get that done. This not only aligns you to your goals, but guess what? It empowers your team. Have you ever heard that people hate working with such and such and such and such because they're doing all the work and they're not doing it well? And why did they even call me on this committee? Because you're doing all the work. So we're going to take that cape off and delegate, delegate, delegate. Remember, empower your team by matching tasks to strength. Woo! One of my favorites. I know y'all like, Tamara, you got a whole bunch of favorites. However, one of my favorites is communicating like a pro. Keeping communication proactive instead of reactive. So what does that mean in layman's terms? So you know daggone well that leadership is going to want to update. Why are you waiting till they email you? What's going on with this? Where is this project at? You need to, on Monday morning or Tuesday afternoon, go ahead and email them a status report, a dashboard. This is where we're at. This is what we have left. Do you want to see anything else? Be proactive in your communication. It is the #1 rule of project management. This can look like weekly stand-ups, written update, and stakeholder alignment. What does that mean in layman's terms? Y'all get on a conference call, do a report, or a cute little color-coded dashboard. My favorite. Over communication is always good. You never want anyone to email you and say, where are we at with this? Don't be one of those people. By sharing risk early, you earn trust with leadership and your team. Because guess what? You not communicating it, you sweeping under the rug is not going to make it go away. So we need to just go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. If something is going to be late, let leadership know. If we're running behind, give them a heads up. If it looks like we're going to be over budget, let the people know that we may need more money. But you never, ever, ever want to hide anything. Once again, proactive is the way to go. The last and final way of leading your project like a pro is tracking progress like a boss. Now, you already have your team. You've already delegated. Now, all you have to do is follow up. And one tip, be kind. Tamara, where are you at with XYZ? Do you need more help? Do you need any assistance? Go ahead and follow up. Don't send an email, you better have this by XYZ. Follow up with kindness. Another way is don't babysit y'all. Set up systems. Systems for check-in, systems for reporting. By having a system in play, your team knows how to move. And guess what? You're managing project like a boss. Use KPIs, check-ins, and retrospectives to adjust quickly. So all these tools will help you track progress so there's no surprises and no gotchas in the end. Tracking progress shows that you're the boss project manager that we know you are. It lets leadership and management and even your peers know that you're already on it and they can count on you. So if this sounds like work that you're already doing, you may be ready for the project management fundamentals. So those of you that are just breaking into project management and want a really, really good foundation of project management, you want to learn agile, waterfall, hybrid, scope of work, how to manage effectively and efficiently, how to close out a project, this fundamentals class is for you. So get all the information you need below. In my next video, we're going to talk about the real reason you're not getting promoted in project management. And it's not what you think. I'm Tamara McLemore, Chief Impact Officer. See you in the next video.